Well, what's up? How's everybody doing today? It's Monday, snowing over in Muskegon, Michigan right now. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Last week before Christmas uh, starts, and um, wow. So here we are. Here we are today with Tim's Maniac Sports. Um, and, as I said yesterday, Lions are on the brink of making the playoffs. They're also on the brink of winning the NFC North. One more game victory uh, this season will bring them to that game, uh, or will bring them to the NFC North title. And last but not least, you have they, if Seattle loses tonight, Lions still end up clinching a playoff spot, not the division, but a playoff spot if the Seattle loses tonight. Uh, but is it the best thing for Seattle to beat, the for Seattle to beat uh, the what you call it, the Eagles, because if the Eagles can go ahead and lose and the Lions can win out, who knows? Who knows what will end up as far as for the playoffs and as far as rankings and stuff like that. So this all Dallas losing that helps Detroit out. If the Eagles lose tonight, that'll help Detroit and Dallas out. One of the things that I have also noticed, is that this week has been not only a weird call for bad calls, but coaches not taking the opportunities to throw the challenge flags, which might have had um, made changes, as far as in a couple games, like that Dallas fumble, that they should, Dallas should have had that fumble, but they did. Would that have changed the game as far as in winning? I don't think so. I think Dallas still would have lost that game because the score was just too far out there. Um, but of course, it could have changed momentum too. Momentum is a big thing, uh, and that's one thing I gotta say with the Lions as far as forward uh, for Payton didn't go ahead and throw the challenge flag on that first one that wasn't called a touchdown. So for that one try, that first try that wasn't called a touchdown, and it did look like at least as far as what the announcer was saying, it should have been a touchdown. But hey, do I think the Lions still would have won? I really do. I think the Lions were in total control of the game. We also seen in some games too where even uh, there was a touchdown where it looked like it should have been a touchdown, and where even the replay, and I can't exactly remember which game it was, but or even hey, how's it going? Yeah, this is Victory Monday for sure. Lions Lions are on the verge of a playoff berth. Uh, we love these Lions. Go Lions marching down the field. And you know what? This is the second Lions win where you actually seen a leaping, flying touchdown. So it proves that not only can birds fly, but Lions receivers can fly too. Because a couple weeks or 3 weeks ago, you seen Jameson Williams go ahead and jump and dive into the end zone. Yeah, Saturday you seen St. Brown's go ahead. St. Brown go ahead and uh, jump into the end zone. So you have uh, your leaping claws that go ahead and I guess will give you wings. All right. So hey, get the claws out, get the claws up, Lion fans, for sure, for sure. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield, and when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer. The brave, rah 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 rah, go hard, win the game with honor. We will keep the fame down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go Lions! Tim's Maniac Sports uh, player hero, Lions coach of the week, player hero of the week. Hey, Sam Laporte, you got to go ahead and give three touchdowns. Uh, three touchdowns. Uh, as far as for catches. He's my Maniac player of the week, hero of the week. You also have Jared Goff that just went ahead and just uh, led him to 5 straight touchdowns. Uh, after being stalled out. Ben Johnson got the as far as for heroes of the week. Ben Johnson got the offense on track. You also had a great defensive stand with the defense. So Aaron Glenn finally looked like he did his job, and did the hero of the week. Coach of the week because that defensive style. Um, there was shoot, stands and everything like that. It was goal line stands, keeping them out of the end zone, putting the pressure, putting the pressure on Russell Williams, uh, and also, I mean, yeah, I do think the Eagles should have had one more touchdown. It did look like he did get in, but for some reason Sean Payton didn't throw the flag. Whether he didn't have enough time, I don't know. But that was it. Wakey wakey, aches and bakies. Time for pancakes. Good morning from the West Coast. Tim's Maniac Sports family. Hey, yeah, good morning, good morning. How's it going out there on the West Coast, man? I'll tell you right now, we are Grandizer 12. We are getting snow over here in Muskegon, Michigan. Um, that's what's going on here. It's just like effect snow, kind of like dusting, more or less. Uh, it's not it's not overbearing. So let's say that, and it's going to be pretty. Okay, coach player bum of the week. Okay, I gotta give Sean Payton a bum of the week. Basically, and that's basically for yeah, I can't give a Lions coach that, but bum of the week, where you go ahead and you don't throw the challenge flag when it clearly could have overturned the ref decision. Then you chew out your quarterback for that, you know, for you not acting. So I'm giving the bum of the week for the coach uh, there. Um, because of work, I didn't really get to see the whole game in its entirety. I watched a lot of it on pre recorded afterwards, um, but it's not the same as watching as when you watch it live. You know what I mean? Especially, I try not to hear the score. I try not to hear the score, but heard the score, and then got home from work, tried to watch the game, and my tiredness kind of took over too. I watched it in stages actually. But I mean, how do give a bum of the week for for the Lions to have that type of victory that they had? I mean, they just took it to them. Uh, that's so I seen a lot of pros. If you want to give like the first, maybe the first four drives where the Lions were like throwing it out and punt and punt and punt, yeah, that was kind of bummy. But then once the Lions go ahead and they start getting the offense clicking, they use Jameson Williams, you know, which really did a lot to help. Uh, Even though the first part of the games, it was like throwing it out, but they ended up using Jameson Williams. They used so much, uh, and of course the another. If you gotta look at a bum of the week as far as for the Denver Broncos, I gotta look at that guy that went ahead and yes, I can understand where you didn't see Cleve Raymond put up the fair catch sign. But if you're going in to tackle somebody that has, on a kickoff or punt or whatever, you're supposed to be looking for that. So to me, there's no excuse on how you go ahead and just, I mean, I could understand if I did it because we all know when I don't have my glasses on, that's not a good thing. But maybe he needs, the person that did that and tackled Cleve Raymond when he clearly had the fair catch sign. Uh, that's that definitely would be, my utmost stupid bonehead play of what Denver did. It's just, and of course, then I did say Peyton. Uh, how about those? How about those our Cowboys go ahead and getting their butts handed to them? I mean, you think the Cowboys are a team and they seem unstoppable. Then they go against an irremovable force and just go ahead and go ahead and get demolished by the Bills. You know, at at Buffalo. In a rainy day. It was definitely rain, cold. I got the eye of the lion, a fighter dancing to the fire, cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar, roar, roar louder, louder than a tiger. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Lions one more win. They are the NFC North champion. One more win, whether it be against the two games left against Minnesota or Dallas. All they need to do is get one more win, and then they are the NFC North champions. Wow. The first time forever. Because I am a champion, and you're going to hear me roar. You're going to hear me roar. And the great thing is that the Lions, are the only team this week in the NFC North to win. I mean, that's Chicago lost, Green Bay lost, Minnesota lost. The only team to win this week in the NFC North is the Detroit Lions. And we all know that Green Bay's been on a hot streak right now. Minnesota, before their last couple games, they've been on a hot streak. But their last couple games they have lost. You know, but they were on a hot streak, and they uh, Green Bay was kind of on that verge of the playoffs. Chicago, they were looking to go ahead and be relevant. But what happens? All those other teams in the NFC North lost. And actually, as far as if you look at AFC and NFC matchups this week, the Lions are one of the few AFC and NFC matchups that where the NFC actually won. As far as for what I think, because the Giants lost. You know, um, again, you know, so that's just okay. The remaining schedules: 10-4 Lions, Minnesota Vikings. And it's at Minnesota, of course, next week. Then we go to Dallas. Then we end up the final game will be hosting Minnesota. Uh, so hey, it's not out of the realm of possibility for Minnesota to actually win the NFC North. It's not mathematically done for them, but I'll tell you what. I think in reality, I think the Lions are going to take a stand, and I think the Lions are going to end the next week. I really do. I think the Lions are going to go into Minnesota and are going to show them who is prime. Minnesota's is not going to be, you know, they don't have Dobbs in there. He's not right now. He's not the running quarterback. Cousins is not ready to play yet. I just don't see the matchup. I do see, they do still got weapons. They got T.J. Hawkinson is, he really does want to go ahead and then get probably kind of get the revenge on the Lions for trading him, but I don't know. Hawkinson fits well in Minnesota, so there's they do have other weapons too. Minnesota does have a good defense, so that could definitely be a problem. Uh, but I just think the Lions are going to go in there, with a good game plan, and they'll figure out how to get it done. I don't see the Lions taking Minnesota lightly. You also have this offense gets clicking. Minnesota could end up being in for a long long day, basically. Uh, but that's just the way it's appearing. Uh, so hey, shoot. But yeah, this is welcome everybody to Tim Maniac Sports. Hope everybody is ready for the holidays. I hope everybody got their Christmas shopping done. Time is running out. It's hope everybody got your flex money spent because the end of the year is drawing nigh. I mean, it's I gotta do a few things yet before the end of the year, but yeah, but it was not only and to speak of the Lions game, it was not a victory where they barely won. It was with the Denver Rock. It was a victory that the Lions controlled. That the Lions just went ahead and really controlled the game, the tempo. Uh, the defense was outstanding in most cases, uh, that game. So, um, strong yawning, like somebody wants, like something wants to come out, but it's stuck, like something has to pop. You know what needs to pop? Yeah, that is true. That was, oh, yeah. I just hope I can. I just hope that I don't get in this yawning. Keep on yawning, whatever. But yeah, the Lions made it no question on who was a better team. And if you look at this was a hot team. This was Denver was a team that was that has been playing real strong as of late. They've been, so they started out bad, but they've been playing real strong. This yeah in November, December, you know. So and the Lions just went ahead and made it look like not even a contest. I'm not saying that the Lions are uh, all aboard the sleepy time train. But I'm not saying that the Lions are, what you call are a strong, more than dominating team. But when the Lions get hot, I mean they have showed so much signs of domination, and I think they took a lot of teams for granted, you know, and yeah, I think that that's what happened with Chicago. I think that's what happened with Green Bay these last couple games. They uh, they took them for granted. They thought that you know they thought that they wouldn't be much of a contest, and they proved wrong. Um, so And another thing is if Minnesota does make the playoffs, because right now, if you look at the playoffs picture, Minnesota is well within, one of the teams that still could qualify for the playoffs, even if they don't end up winning the NFC North. Uh, the Lions could end up playing Minnesota uh, three times within a month period. Depending on, if you look at it, the Lions could play Minnesota three times within this, within a month period. I mean, it's not in the same month, of course, because we'll be in a new year and stuff like that. But when the playoffs start, uh, but it's crazy. So and then we're coming. Okay, okay, so as far as for the playoff picture, in the NFC right now. So you have, of course, the 11-3 San Francisco 49ers. They are the top seed right now with Philadelphia. Uh, they still got to play this week, of course, with Philadelphia being 10-3, the number 2 seed, and then Detroit Lions being the number 3 seed right now, followed by Tampa Bay, Dallas, and Minnesota, LA, the LA Rams. Those are your playoff teams. So hey, even even when the even if the Lions are hosting the playoffs, it's so right now. If you go by, if the seeding stays the same as what it is right now, uh, Lions would be playing. I think they're. Uh, so you have 3 teams. So Lions would be hosting. So they get to buy. They get to buy. It looks like they're. Yeah. Wouldn't the Lions be playing Dallas? Be hosting Dallas right now if the playoffs were were to happen next week. Because the worst hosts the best. Because if the playoffs happen, LA, Philadelphia would host LA. Uh, or would we host Tampa? No, we would. Okay, I'm not gonna try to. uh, uh, but but we could end up playing Minnesota 3 times within, within a month period, depending on how the playoff picture goes out, comes about. Uh, and of course, that all goes with who wins the NFC North. If the Lions win the NFC North, then the road's going to go through, at least for one playoff game, will go through Detroit. If the Lions make it in via wild card, well, then the Lions would, if they got to play Minnesota, they would go to play Minnesota at Minnesota. But so Lions do need to win this game. Uh, Lions need to win next week. That's what they got to do. They got to tie it up. They got to clinch the division next week. That's what we want to see them do. We want to see them. Not saying it's going to be easy. It's always, I mean, you got where the Lions next 2 of their games are road games. Dallas plays Minnesota plays good at home. Dallas plays good at home. Although if you look at when I think Minnesota's U.S. Bank Stadium, I think that's what it's called. When U.S. Bank Stadium was first opened, the first couple games in U.S. Bank Stadium against Dallas or against Minnesota and Detroit. Uh, Detroit won those first couple games in that matchup in those 2 stadiums. In the first 2 matchups in that stadium. So hey, who knows what could happen? Of course, last year Lions uh, split with Minnesota. They lost at Minnesota one in or was it maybe uh, I wasn't really looking at uh, okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Um, I'm yeah. I'm just kind of trying to look at this. Okay, I will be. Hmm. And so yeah. So yeah, with that Minnesota, I was right. Last year with that Minnesota, the where the Lions lost. And it was that shootout. They lost by 3 points at Minnesota last year. Um, it was this, uh, 20, 24 to 28. So it's actually 4 points, not 3 points. So that was, and, okay. Why am I not finding it? I'm sorry. And then we ended up beating them at Detroit, 23 to 34. So, last year, all right, Granddad's at 12. Yeah, I got to get back to work pretty soon. Uh, but yeah, uh, so, the Lions definitely had a much, much, much more improved season this year. Uh, it, it's up if you look at interleague play. Uh, for interdivision play. They did lose more in their own division, but overall, as far as their overall record, they definitely won more this year. Uh, there's but hey, thank you everybody. I don't got a lot of time today, but yeah, the Detroit Lions are actually the team, are one team to beat. Uh, they have been ahead of the NFC, uh, has been leading the NFC North the whole year. The whole year. They have never lost the lead in the NFC North. So this year. So hopefully they can end up winning one more game and just clinching that division. Uh, that's all they gotta do is win one of their last three games. They're the NFC North champions. In saying that, I want to thank everybody. I definitely want to thank Granddad Straw for coming in. I want to wish everybody very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody. I plan on being on more this week for sure. But this is Maniac Sports. Uh, thank you, everybody. You guys all have a great day. Uh, and go Lions. Let's win. Let's go ahead and let's stomp out some. Let's stomp some Vikings. It's time to take a bite out of the Vikings. All right. In saying that, I'm going to end my stream because I got to finish getting ready for work too. All right. Take it easy, everybody. Thank you, guys. Go Lions!